In this video, you're going to discover the 5-step marketing framework we use to help home service businesses explode their lead flow and dominate their local market. This framework was built specifically for home service businesses that want to, number one, increase the number of qualified leads reaching out to their business, number two, dominate their local market and become the go-to business for their service, and lastly, never have to worry about not being booked out far enough or having work for all of their crews. So this 5-step process can take you from inconsistent tire kicker leads to an onslaught of hot sales opportunities willing to pay your prices. So who are we? My name is Carlton Clark. I'm the founder and CEO of Flying Lobo, and I'll keep the cheesy intro short. But we are a results-driven marketing agency that specializes in helping home service businesses install a 5-step marketing system to increase their lead flow and dominate their local markets. This 5-step system I'm about to show you, we've actually implemented it for clients dozens of times and gotten results like this. So you can see this is a painter here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, who we started with them in September 2019, and about 6 months later, they're receiving over 2,800 visitors per month to their site. So that's a huge traffic increase, and they're receiving an equal amount of new leads every single day looking for painting. Here's result number 2 for a deck builder here in Kalamazoo, Michigan as well. So they're ranking number 1 in the map pack and number 1 in search. And as a result, they're getting about 46 calls per month and about 15 email forms per month, to total about 60 leads per month for a very high ticket service. Decks are sold for between $5,000 to $50,000. Here's the last one. I can show you tons and tons of case studies, but I'll keep it to just 3. So here's a fence company in Eugene, Oregon, ranking number 1 as well, receiving 35 calls in the month of June, and again, about a dozen email forms as well for another high-ticket service fencing installation. So again, the results speak for themselves. So without further ado, let's get into this 5-step process. So the number 1 mistake I see home service business owners make when they invest money into their marketing is sending traffic to a website that isn't built to convert leads. When you do this, you're basically just throwing money to the flames. And the common complaint I hear is, marketing doesn't work. Facebook and Google ads are a waste of money. And for 99% of you, this will probably be true. At the very best, you're going to barely break even on your ad spend. And why is this? Well, it's because most contractors just throw up an ad and send people to their homepage and hope for the best. And they actually get a lot of interest on their ads, honestly. Tons of people may comment asking, do you do this service? Do you service this area? And how much do you charge for XYZ? And you're going to respond to all of them, but none of them are really going to take the next step to become a lead. And the truth is, as a business owner, you don't have time to go back and forth chatting with low quality opportunities, right? So instead, you need a system that immediately qualifies high quality leads and can actually turn a low quality lead into a high quality lead without taking a second of your time. This is where a high converting website comes in. If you want to be the top dog in your area and build a 7 or 8 figure company, your website simply needs to look like $1 million and convert like it too. So ask yourself this: is your website an asset or is it a liability? So what we've found is that websites that are an asset almost always check off the items on this checklist. Number 1, they have clear call to actions above the fold. Number 2, they're listing all of their services. So customers aren't always going to be able to put 2 and 2 together, that because you're a painter, you also do pressure washing or stucco repair or wood staining. Or because you're a deck builder, you can also build patios, or you also do fencing installation. Whatever it is, you have to list out all of your services. You got to list out all of your service areas as well. You may be based in a smaller town next to a larger area. There may be other larger areas around you, a 20, 30-mile radius, whatever it is. List out all of those areas. Number 4, your site has to be mobile friendly in 2020 and beyond. Most people are searching for services on their phone nowadays, and your site needs to be able to accommodate that. Number 5, your site has to be secure, HTTPS secure. Number 6, you need to have social proof on your site. This includes images, testimonials, and reviews. So a lot of websites we see is they just have one page where they stuff all of their reviews, testimonials, and the gallery of their work. You need to have this on every page on your site, including your homepage, because people are going to, most of the time, look at just your homepage before they make their decision, and they need to have all the information for them there. You also need to have consistent branding on your homepage. Again, so your site looks like $1,000,000, looks like a professional company. You may be professional, but people aren't going to know that from just looking at your website unless you make it obvious. And lastly, you want to have FAQs on your site. So this is number one. It's going to obviously answer customers' questions, but it's going to save you a ton of time. So think about all the questions you answer over and over and over again for customers over the phone or when you're giving estimates that you could just answer on the website. So here's a quick before and after example of a site we built for a painter down in San Diego. Here's the before and here's the after. So based on the checklist, let's go ahead and check out the above the fold section for the site. Again, above the fold means the first part of the site a customer sees when they click on your site in the search results. So we see the CTAs above the fold. It's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 CTAs right here above the fold. We're listing all of the services for this painter. We're listing all of their service areas as well. And lastly, there's consistent branding. So this is the first step to having a world-class website. So step 2 is local SEO. So SEO, if you didn't already know, stands for search engine optimization, and it's the process of getting more traffic from search engines like Google. So we follow a very simple 4-step process with all of our local SEO clients. Number one, we're going to learn about your competitors. What are they doing? What are they doing that works? What are they doing that doesn't work? And what can we do better? So we're not just going to do SEO out of a cookie cutter template. We're actually going to come up with a custom plan, and we're going to target the low-hanging fruit that can bring you big results fast. Number 2 is we're going to improve. So once we have a plan in place, we're just going to start improving on the assets you already have, which is your site. So when we redesign a site and build a conversion-driven website, 90% of the on-page SEO issues are going to be taken care of right off the bat. So we're killing the big stones first. Number 3 is we're building new assets. So this is like building blog posts, video content to help you build your omnipresence. And this will have benefits outside of just SEO, which we'll touch on in a moment. Lastly, number 4 is promoting. So we're going to be building high authority links to your site. A backlink is just when another site links to your site. And one link can really mean the difference between being at the bottom of the first page and ranking number 1 for your target keyword. So I wanted to dispel 2 huge myths we hear a lot. Number 1 is that SEO doesn't work. And number 2 is that you can't outrank big lead sites. So I want to just show this case study of a client of ours to show you that that's simply not true. In fact, it's possible to outrank both HomeAdvisor, AngieList, Yelp, Better Business Bureau, and all these big name websites that are filling up the search engines nowadays and make it harder for smaller contractors like yourself to grow. Step 3 is Google My Business. So what would it mean if for your business if you got 2, 3, or even 5 times the number of calls you're already getting? This can happen when you rank in the Google 3 pack. So there are 5 ranking factors for this. Number 1 is your website ranking. The higher your site ranks, the higher you're going to be in the Google Map pack. Number 2 is the number of citations you have. A citation is anywhere your business name, your address, and phone number is listed on the internet, including, say, Facebook, Yelp, Angie's List, and Better Business Bureau, and other citation sites like that. Number 3 is how optimized your profile is. So you want to add tons of photos. You want to add your full service, all your services. You want to add a description to your profile. You want to add all of the services you offer. Number 4 is Google reviews. So a lot of people think reviews is the number 1 factor. That's not true. There's tons of proof to do that. Just search up any service and you'll likely find that the person with the most reviews may not be number 1. Lastly is your third-party reviews. So this is reviews from Facebook, Yelp, and again, the Better Business Bureau. Google can actually track these and they will factor that a little bit into your ranking. So here's a quick stat below for you. The map pack is going to generate about 40% of all clicks in Google searches. This is more than what the organic search rankings are going to generate, which is just 30%. So it's very important, obviously. Step 4 is the Outbound Engine. And I'm just going to take a quick pause for a second because we've already covered a lot, and guess what? If your marketing makes it this far and accomplishes the first 3 steps, you'll already be ahead of 99% of your competition. Steps 4 and 5 are where you dominate your local market and you build a massive company that extends across generations. So this can be experienced through the Outbound Engine. So imagine if you put $1 into a vending machine and it immediately spit out 3, 5, or even $10. Would you ever stop putting money into that vending machine? No, you probably take it home with you. So this is what happens when you install an Outbound Engine into your market. Now you may be asking, why not just start with this first if it's so profitable? So remember way back when I told you the number one mistake local businesses make when they spend money on ads is sending traffic to a website that's not built to convert leads. So if you've ever spent money on ads on Facebook, Google, or anywhere else, I can almost guarantee that this is why you didn't get an ROI and just ended up frustrated and confused. So what you need is a dedicated landing page built to convert ready-to-go paid traffic into appointments, estimates, and or consultations. So let me ask you a question. Did you know that on average, 97% of website visitors will never fill out a contact form, call you, or give you any of their information and become a lead? So let's put this into perspective. Let's say that you're getting 1,000 visitors a month to your site, and these people are obviously interested in your service, and out of those 1,000, only 30 of them become leads. That's not a bad number. 30 leads a month is pretty good. But what if you want to get 50, 60, or even 100 leads a month? How much would that be worth your business? I'm guessing a lot. So how do you do that? Simple, through retargeting ads. So on average, it's going to take about 7 to 12 touch points with a visitor before they choose to do business with you. And the simple truth is, if you don't retarget people who are looking for your services and visiting your site, you're simply just warming them up for your competitors. So I know you're already familiar with relationship marketing, things like going door knocking, asking friends and family for referrals, attending local networking events, and basically letting as many people in your service area know what you have to offer. So this used to cost thousands of dollars to attend these events, buy billboards or bandit signs or hang bandit signs all over town. And now you can automate 90% of this process with retargeting ads for no more than a few dollars per day. So guys, that's it. That's the 5-step system we install into home service businesses to help them explode their lead flow and grow rapidly. You're probably now wondering, how long will it take to install this local Jetpack system into my business? Well, the good news is we can have it completely done in as little as 4 months, and you can have a complete marketing system installed in your business that's going to dominate your local market and send you qualified leads month after month till the end of time, as long as the internet's around. So let's take a look at this process. So it takes about a month to build out this world-class website that fits your business. And after that, we're able to immediately hit the ground running with steps 2 through 5. With the local SEO, Google My Business, the Outbound Engine, and retargeting ads. So you're going to see results in as little as 30 to 60 days, really. So if you found this video valuable, here's what I want you to do. So go to flyinglobo.com/apply and schedule a free strategy session with our team to go through these 5 steps and see if it makes sense for your business. So depending on where you're watching this video, you should be able to find a clickable link somewhere to flyinglobo.com/apply. Talk soon.